Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday, normally. I did miss you guys this week on Sunday and on Monday. Sunday I was reporting, and last night I was doing our night report while Ben was out reporting. So we had some schedule mix-arounds this week, but I'm really glad to be back with you today, and I appreciate you finding your way back to us tonight. We'll get started with our first story right now. A UP-based manufacturing company is on the move from K.I. Sawyer to Marquette. Able Medical Devices relocation will allow it to increase operations while also adding jobs. When construction for the new facility started back in June, the company employed 70 full-time workers. The new 30,000 square foot site can add 40 to that total, with the possibility of a future expansion. Able's vice president and managing director says that's not the only reason behind this decision.
We've got the universities, Northern Tech, which we rely on and have internship programs with, that are kind of building the future pipeline that'll allow us to add staffing and scale over time.
A $500,000 grant from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation helped make the project possible. The new building is expected to open in early 2025. And Indecision 2024 coverage. A bond proposal will appear on November's ballot for voters in the Houghton-Portage Township School District. The district is asking voters to approve a $23 million bond that does not raise the existing millage rate. The current millage rate of 9.64 mils is set to begin dropping in 2029. The bond would extend the current rate until 2031. Half of the bond funding would go towards the creation of an early childhood center. The center would include classrooms for young fives and kindergarten. Some community members have concerns with the proposal. A community group says the cost is higher than the school has reported because increased property values over the next 3 decades aren't included.
The issue that we have right now is that the school is asking the taxpayers to pay about $46 million. Primary purpose would be to build a kindergarten through preschool center, and that will allow them to attract even more kids from outside the community.
Last year we capped 2 of our grades, 1 grade at the elementary and 1 at the middle school. So it's something we keep an eye on to make sure that the product we offer at Houghton-Portage Township Schools is the best we can offer.
The group is asking the school board to provide full transparency and to look into other options. The superintendent says the district has shared information on its website. He understands that not everyone will agree with the plan, but it will be up for voters to decide next month. In continuing coverage, Negaunee leaders say they are making strides in addressing blight concerns. The city recently released its Fight Against Blight report, which officials say looks at the success of 3 laws implemented within the last few years. Those laws are the Nuisance and Dangerous Building Code, Property Maintenance Code, and the Rental Code. To date, the city addressed 750 nuisance complaints. 25 properties are being or have been remedied, and the city inspected and approved 150 rental units. City Manager Nate Heffron says the reason for releasing the report is to show people how the city is working on the issue.
We're also being very even-handed. We're not going out there and overreaching. We're working with people on a day-to-day basis to help eliminate blight. Again, it's not about making any money. The city doesn't want to collect those fees. We want you to take that money, put it back in your building.
Heffron says blight can be anything from junked cars to overgrown lawns and to decaying or unsafe buildings. Famous paintings of Smokey Bear are now in the UP to celebrate his birthday. TV6's Julia Seitz visited the exhibit and asked visitors how their favorite bear influences them.
You can now visit these famous paintings of Smokey Bear in the UP. The Ottawa National Forest Visitor Center in Watersmeet is now hosting a Smokey Bear art exhibit. Visitor Karen Koboleski felt nostalgic as she walked around the display.
Remembering not to start fires. We were always growing up, don't start a fire today, Smokey wouldn't like it, and so just kind of childhood memories.
Koboleski remembered rules such as don't light fires when it's dry outside. She says the artist did a great job with the imagery.
Where they're lifting the cub out, and you can see almost in the background like a fire damage to the forest, and so it's kind of sad to think that just a quick little campfire turns into the big forest fire.
The exhibit is part of the U.S. Forest Service's 80th birthday celebration of America's favorite bear. The 19 replicas are his most famous depictions. Artist Rudy Wendelin was a U.S. Forest Service illustrator and draftsman. He painted these portraits from 1977 through 1995 to help prevent forest fires.
As the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And we all think Rudy Wendelin did an amazing job getting that message to come across loud and clear.
Manager Carl Hildebrandt says the Visitor Center is one of 14 national forests to host the exhibit.
They evoke certain feelings out of certain people. So some of them are really playful. Some of them are a little more serious, but they kind of emphasize the fact that we need to be responsible.
He says this is a unique opportunity. The portraits will be on display until October 25th. Julia Seitz, TV6 News, Watersmeet.
Thank you, Julia. This morning, the American Legion paid tribute to fallen veterans in Iron Mountain as their last stop in Upper Michigan. A wreath-laying ceremony was the conclusion to a UP tour by American Legion state officials. The tour visited American Legion halls from Menominee to Munising. American Legion 12th District Commander Timothy Walters said the tour helps connect leadership to local members.
So this tour was organized to get them in front of the membership so they could see them, talk to them, ask questions, present issues that they may be having with the VA or voting.
Walters said the state officials are already planning to return for a tour next year. Finally tonight on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream, a UP nonprofit is hosting a hockey game fundraiser this week. Project Jade's third annual charity hockey game is coming to Marquette this Friday. The 906 Miners will take on the IBEW Sparkies at Lakeview Arena. There will also be chances to win prizes with 50-50 raffles, silent auctions, and more than 15 raffle baskets up for grabs. Project Jade organizers say as a nonprofit, they rely heavily on these fundraisers to stay afloat.
Any money we can make day to day from selling apparel or from regular donations are great, but these bigger events are really what keeps us going, and we don't have any plans on stopping anytime soon.
Doors open at 6 in the evening and the game starts at 7:15 again at Lakeview Arena. You can get tickets at the door or in advance from the Home Builders Association of the UP office. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. I'll see you all tomorrow, but in the meantime, if you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom, and again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Again, thank you all for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.